Story number 10, The Two Carolines, from Uncle Arthur's Bedtime Stories. Caroline Herman was a very nice little girl in a lot of ways. She had pretty hair and big blue eyes, and when she was all dressed and ready to start out for school, you would have thought just by looking at her that she was the nicest girl in the whole world. However, there was two Carolines. One was the home Caroline and the other one was the school Caroline. The home Caroline was left on the doorstep every morning and picked up every dinner time when the school Caroline would come back home. Now, the home Caroline was a cross, pouty, grumbly, growly, and disobedient Caroline, quite unlike the Caroline that everyone saw outside that thought that she was a nice little girl. Mother was very worried and almost to tears over her two Carolines. What would she do? Now, the school Caroline loved her school teacher very much, and she would show her by the way she acted, and it almost seemed that she loved the school teacher more than she even did her own mother. She would take her flowers and pretty things to show her affection, and of course, the teacher, seeing only the school Caroline, thought she must be a very good little girl. One day, the school Caroline came home and changed suddenly at the doorstep, and as usual, into the home Caroline. After a while, Mother called to her and said, "Will you please go to the store and buy me some groceries? Here's the list." "No, I don't want to. I'm tired," snapped the home Caroline. However, she finally decided to go under protest. While she was gone, a visitor came to see Miss Herman to plan for the next parent-teacher meeting and was invited to stay for dinner. "Just make yourself at home in the living room," said Miss Herman, "while I do a little in the kitchen. You can write on my desk and I'll leave the door open so that we can talk." In a few minutes, Caroline came into the kitchen, slamming the back door as she entered and grumbling about the heavy groceries. "Oh, here's your old things," she said, throwing them down on the floor. "Now I'm going to go out to play." "But Mother's tired. Wouldn't you like to help her finish work?" "No, I don't want to." "Well, please set the table for dinner." "Don't want to." "But you must do something to help Mother. Please set the table, Caroline." "Oh, I hate setting the table," said Caroline, slamming the door and putting on a pout that would have almost frightened anyone. Pulling out the tablecloth from the drawer and grumbling, she spread it out in a rough and tumble sort of way. Then she brought out the knives and forks, scattered them among a few dishes, and prepared to walk off. Mother looked displeased, but she didn't say anything until Caroline was about to go. Then she said, "Caroline, will you set an extra place for dinner? We're having a visitor tonight. In fact, you might go and speak to her now. She's in the living room." Startled, Caroline looked around and noticed that the living room door was open. "But, Mother dear," her tone had suddenly changed, "the table is not set for visitors." "No, but it is set for Mother." "But Mother, I would like to arrange it a little better." "Well, it's too late now. We must not keep our visitor waiting. Please call her in." Trembling a little, Caroline went into the living room. "Mother says, will you—" She stopped. It was her teacher. "Oh, teacher, have you heard all that I've been saying?" "Oh, dear," cried Caroline, bursting into tears. "I am so sorry." I'm sorry also that my little Caroline is not the same at home as she is at school, said Teacher. I am so sorry, wept Caroline. I won't ever be naughty again. And really, to tell the truth, she never was naughty again. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother. This is the first commandment with the promise, that it may go well with you and that you may live long in the land. Ephesians 6:1-3. Let no corrupt talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building up and fits the occasion, that it might give grace to those who hear. Ephesians 4:29.